Hello everyone, and thank you for being here for our next lesson with A Course in Miracles. Today we are on lesson 211. We are reviewing 191, so we are still in review 6, and that means we will be practicing for 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening, and then we remind ourselves of today's lesson throughout the day. Every hour on the hour for 1 to 2 minutes is perfect. That's basically the essence of the review. But if you want the full details, there is a link under this video and it will give you all the information necessary and links to today's lesson and full details of the course itself. So everything is there for you to explore. If this is your first time to A Course in Miracles, or if you're going through the lessons, then welcome, and so let's get started. So our lesson of the day is, I am not a body, I am free. For I am still as God created me. So taking yourself up into that energy space of all omnipresent energy. That is what you are. You're not the body. You are far more than a single body. And our lesson 191 review is, I am the holy daughter of God himself. In silence and in true humility, I seek God's glory, to behold it in the daughter whom he created as myself. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. So it sounds like a huge ego thing to think of it from the tiny self perspective. I am the holy daughter of God himself. That's not how we're looking at it. Hence why it says, in silence and in true humility, I seek God's glory. Because we are looking at ourselves from a part of something that is all one. We're not trying to elevate ourselves up above anybody. We're not saying, I'm this because of you. That is total ego mind. We are saying we are part of an energy that has been fractured off, and we've gone into a separate soul. We need to bring ourselves back to the whole, to the all omnipresence of this world that is in everybody. It's not just in me, it's in you, it's in everything, in everybody. And that is what we are connected to, because it brought us into being. It brought our parents into being, it brought their parents into being, and on and on and on and on and on. The separation has gone. And we're trying to reverse, go back. Huge, 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 huge wholeness. No more of this separate little single self. And just realizing that today, really taking that in. How do you do that when you've been so connected to a physical form? And we are, it's like you feel it, you feel single, you feel a single piece of a body that is in this world, that is talking to other separate bodies in this world. And so it is really difficult for you to fully comprehend, and that's where the problem comes, in the comprehension, because we have to forget, really, in ultimately to get to that place. If we keep thinking and we keep allowing the thoughts to create the meanings and the feelings and all of the things that keep coming into this world, then we will continue to see ourselves as separate. When we erase all of that, erase, eventually we get to a place which is so just humbling, it's so all-knowing, it's experiential, it's like you cannot not know it. And the more you erase, you actually start remembering who you really are. You come to a place that is the course is moving us towards. You come to that place of wholeness, of knowing you are at one with the world, you're at peace with the world, you're at love, you're at joy, because you know everything is part of you. So it's a comforting thought, it's a comforting feeling to know that truth and to experience it. And we only experience it when we're totally silent, because we're silencing the mind. We're silencing the mind that keeps everything going in separation. Until we silence that, we can't really know the true self. We just stay in the little self. We stay in that little ego self, which suffers because it doesn't know where it's going. Whereas when you're part of the wholeness, the grandness, it knows everything's fine because you are it, and you just go with it. You live with it, you breathe with it, you use the body as a communication device within it to get all the other parts together. Come on, guys, come on, girls, come on, everyone, back home. That's what we're doing here. Our function here is to extend love, because love is the calling that is within us all, that knows. It knows the truth. And to get to that place is a practice until something just clicks. Something just... And we have such a short gap between ourselves and the Holy Spirit, which is the calling. The Holy Spirit is like that energy that is calling us home. When we connect to that, it's like we link to it then. We link to the source of who we are. So there's so much there in the silence that is so powerful. And if you really have the willingness to stay in that silence and detach from the thoughts, because even in silence your mind can be so busy and it's so noisy. And the key there is to really allow the thoughts to be. Don't try to, stop talking, blah, 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 blah. Allow them to be and go behind them. Like watching a carousel going round. Just let them go around, because then you get off the carousel. You get off the craziness. You see it going round and you send love to that, because then you feel the whole encompassing energy of love just take over. And it will just move so beautifully that you won't have to do anything. It's like you'll just be at peace. And I'm sure you've had snippets of that, like in your day, in your life, in your moment where you've just connected to something and you just have this awe feeling, and it's amazing. So remind yourself today that you are the holy son or daughter of God himself. You really are. And connect with that. Have the willingness to connect with that more and more and more as your day goes on. Keep going towards it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to be there. Not in a struggling way, in a way, because the more we try to force something, the more it gets further away. And that's the thing. We want to I want to find it. I'm gonna really sit and meditate, and that can be so painful, because in doing that, we're not allowing, just because it's so powerful, but it's so subtle. And it comes in that in a time where maybe you're doing something that you're just so absorbed in. You can be doing some art, you're just so into it, and because of that you're just into doing that, your mind's not thinking anymore, you're just and then suddenly you might have this idea, or something might just come to you in just a beautiful way, and that is that connection to that source. It's been able to reach you because you've got so engrossed in something so wonderful. It's lit you up that your mind is taken out of the equation, and you just get into a wonderful space of just aliveness in this world. And so that's what we're aiming for and going for today. So do something that's going to make you just play the piano, play a guitar, sing, make some art, write, do whatever makes you light up, because those things are keys towards you getting closer to the love energy, God, source, creator. Those are the things that are going to call you home, because you're stepping into something that is really calling to your heart, and it's getting you out of your mind, but it's getting you into a place of just aliveness and wonderfulness. So yeah, Move towards those things today. Have a wonderful, wonderful lesson. And we'll be back again, as always, with another lesson soon. Take care. Bye.